It's Tuesday Trend Day for you, April 13th, 2021, and I got 10 more RedBubble Trends for you. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I'm doing it again, 10 more new RedBubble Trends for you this week. I wanted to do something just a little bit different this week. I found a couple of trends that are kind of related to each other so that you can use the same styles or graphics that you're using for some of these trends and then turn around and use it again for another trend. So look for those while you're looking through these trends. I'm going to point them out, but hopefully this helps you create more designs or at least use more tags for these things. And get more uploads onto RedBubble. So you're going to want to stay to the end to see all 10. I'm doing it again. I'm putting all 10 in a list so that you can take a snapshot at the end of this video, and this can be your to-do list for the week, as well as another edition of trend credits. So let's get started. So for trend number 1, I found this, kinda sweet, mostly sarcastic. You can see it has 400 results, so not super low, but the reason I picked this are twofold. First, look at all these tags you can use. So you know people are looking for these kinds of things because there's all these tags. Second, the competition here, these are the best selling. I think you can use some of those tips that I showed you, those graphic tips, design tips, and stand out. You can see, look at that. I think you can break in here pretty easy. And third, these are the kinds of things that people would wear on their t-shirt or post on their water bottle or computer. I think, people with this kind of humor would probably put that out there and for people to read as a sticker or something. So I think this is a good one to do. It might be really hard for graphics, but don't worry, I got some ideas on my idea board, so let's take a look at that. So here are some ideas. These are the tags that we saw, right? We saw all of those. You can use other ones as well. And then sarcastic quotes or sweet quotes, you could do that. Those are some other ideas you could do once you have this style down. Maybe some other quotes for dark humor and things like that, because this is kind of, I'm saying I'm sweet, but I actually am sarcastic. So some graphics you can do. So I thought sweet first. So kind of sweet, candy, donuts, cookies. You could even use animals in your thing. You can see here, this one's using that bunny with that face. It's funny. Warning, right? This is kind of a warning label. Kind of sweet, but mostly sarcastic. Stay away. So you could use some kind of things like that. Or just lay it out like this. So in here, they're using hand-drawn fonts and cursive fonts, that kind of thing with hearts. Or just draw like a sarcastic face or something like that. So those are some ideas. Of course, don't copy these exactly. These are just to brainstorm what you can do. Make sure to make yours look better and stand out. And more importantly, something that people would actually buy and wear or put as a sticker on their water bottle or laptop or something like that. So think about that when you're designing this trend. Kind of sweet, mostly sarcastic. So for trend number 2, I picked this Jiu-Jitsu coffee. It has 368 results, so not super low, but the reason I picked this one is they're two massive niches that are kind of mashed together, right? Jiu-Jitsu is a big one, but coffee is even bigger, and when you mash those two together, you might get some really good sales. So take a look at these, best selling right here. Some of them are copying Starbucks. You don't want to do that. You want to make your own kind of logo for it, but take a look at some of these. All I need is Jiu-Jitsu and coffee. There's a belt, that kind of thing. So there's lots of ways to break in here and make yours different. Here's the idea board that I made for you. Here's the product tags. I used some tags with Jiu-Jitsu as well as coffee, so think of those kinds of things. And once you have this design, you can do some other martial arts sayings, maybe some other coffee sayings or other coffee mashups, maybe karate and coffee or baseball and coffee or whatever it is, right? So you can do other things like that. Here's some graphics for Jiu-Jitsu. If you look up Jiu-Jitsu, you can have two people, grappling or doing Jiu-Jitsu. You got the belt. We've seen that. Here's some kind of a Jiu-Jitsu logo. So maybe, kind of incorporate the belt on top of a coffee or something like that. So what I would do is try and make this Jiu-Jitsu coffee kind of more of a logo or icon. So you can see here, maybe with the coffee, but say Jujitsu coffee and have a belt or something like that. So think of different ideas on how you can make it look kind of like a logo together, kind of a mashup of maybe this is a new coffee place, right? A Jujitsu coffee place. So think about designing that. And a circle would be really cool because I think circle stickers would be neat. We saw the Starbucks circle, right? But don't copy Starbucks. So here's some ideas for you for Jujitsu coffee. This is your trend number 2. So for trend number 3, I found this, go make today amazing. So 356 results. And these are your best selling. The reason I picked this one, this isn't super low again, but look, they have lots of tags. These are another one of those sayings that people would want to wear or want to put on their water bottle as a sticker. So that's why I picked this. These are kind of like positive, motivational sayings, inspirational sayings, right? And I think you can break into here because take a look at the best sellers. You know, not a lot of things that are standing out here, mostly text. So there are some here using some of those techniques those tips that I showed on the other video using a rectangle and things like that, but you can still do some other things, burst lines, right? So take a look at that. Make yours stand out and better than this. And I have some ideas for my idea board. Here it is, the product tags, which we can get from RedBubble. Those will really help. Remember, I talked about other inspirational, motivational quotes and some other quotes that have today in it. So here are some ways that I think you can stand out: hand-drawn, handwritten text or fonts, maybe some bursts like this, like, wow, amazing, right? So you can see here some other ideas. You can use rainbows or a graphic if you have one where the hands are out, or a thumbs up or stars in the face. Think of those kinds of things to help your design stand out and go make today amazing. So I would think about a sticker when I make these, trying to make something that people would want to put on their laptop or water bottle. So that is your trend number 3. Go make today amazing. So for trend number 4, I found this, home is where the beach is. Only 297 results, and these are the best selling. So let's take a look at that. So you can see not all of them say home is where the beach is, but these do right here. There's another one. So of course, lots of beach scenes, you know, summer is coming, that kind of thing. So take a look at that. I still think you can break in here with some nice graphics or nice fonts, some good tips. Let's take a look at the idea board. So here's the idea board I made you. Home is where the beach is. Some product tags about the beach and home. You could do some other home is sayings, some other beach sayings, some other summer sayings when you have this. Here's some ideas to make yours stand out. So think of graphics like homes. You can see how they incorporated the homes into these ideas. Of course, you can use a home icon, and then beach icons, right? You got the palm trees, you got umbrellas. All these things can represent the beach, and you can see again here inside of the shape of a home. So home is where the beach is, so make sure to put beach somewhere in here, and you can use this tag. So home is where the beach is trend number 4. So for trend number 5, I did this on purpose. Home is where your cat is. This is trending as well on RedBubble, and it has 232 results, and these are the best selling. And the reason I did this is you can use the same graphics, some of the same graphics that we saw in the other trend for this one, just switch out beach for cat, right? So home is where your cat is. The competition looks different here, but you can see home is where my mom is another one. So take a look at these. And let's take a look at the idea board now. So you can see the product tags have changed from oceans to cat or beach to cat. And of course, you can still do some of the same ideas, but this time you could do some cat sayings using the same graphics, right? So some of the same graphics that you come up with the other one, if you're doing that trend, you can use that, but switch out beach for cat, right? Maybe put a cat in there wherever it is, cat paws or something like that. You can do that. So reusing the same graphics can help you make more designs and give you a better chance of selling, especially if those are trending. So this is trending as well as the other one with the trend lines. So have fun with this. If you're gonna do one, you might as well do the other and just switch out a little graphic, to make just a little bit different for a different audience. So that is your trend number 5. Home is where your cat is. So here's trend number 6 for you. I picked this, easily distracted by dogs and plants, only 180 results. And these are the best selling. The reason I picked this one is they're two big niches, right? One's dogs, which is huge niche, and plants. So that's another big one. People love gardening and plants and, cactuses, those kinds of things, succulents. So if you mash those two together, you may get more sales. So another reason is if you have the graphic for a dog, for example, you can use that on multiple designs. If you have graphics for plants, you can use that on multiple designs. So always look for that when looking for your trends. Let's look at the best sellers here. I think you can still break into this one. Here is your idea board, right? Graphics for dogs, graphics for plants, kind of mash them together. You can see this one is easily distracted by plants, easily distracted by dogs. How would you put those two together? That's your challenge for this one. Here's some product tags. And you can do some other easily distracted by, whatever it is, cats and coffee or whatever. So you could do some other dog sayings, other plant sayings. So you can see this one kind of combined dogs and glasses, just to show you how people combine stuff. Again, don't copy these. These are just for inspiration. But you can see there's many different ways to draw dogs, many different ways to draw plants, and a great way to put them together. Cursive fonts seem to do really well. You can see they used in all of these. So have fun with this one. This is your trend number 6, easily distracted by dogs and plants. So for trend number 7, I found this one. My cat is my therapist. You can see only 147 results, and these are the best selling. So really low competition. You can break into this one. You can see lots of different ways to do this. People are buying mass for this too. So cat is my therapist. You can see here, cat is my therapist. Lots of different ways to do this. Some funny stuff as well. Let's take a look at my idea board. So here are some tags you can use for therapists. You can also do my cat is whatever, my bodyguard or something like that. Therapist sayings, animal occupation. So when you have a cat as a therapist, maybe a dog as a construction worker or whatever it is. So here's some graphics to use. Now again, I picked this one because we already had a trend with cats, right? Home is where my cat is or your cat is. So you can use that same cat in this design as well. So think about that of reuse. You might want to put glasses on this cat to make them look more like a therapist, or use some medical things, or the therapist chair is a good one too. So all of these are here to help you for this trend. Trend number 7, my cat is my therapist. So for trend number 8, I found this. Some bunny needs coffee. Only 128 results and it's trending. So you might have noticed this one says coffee. So hopefully you can use that same coffee graphic that you might have used in the other trend that we had before to use it here and then put a cute bunny in this case. And these are the best selling. So your design needs to be better than these to stand out. Let's take a look at it. So somebody needs coffee. So think of it as a sticker or as a shirt, right? And here is your idea board. Some of your product tags you're going to use here: bunny, rabbit, cute bunny, those kind of things. There's lots of different bunny sayings, lots of different coffee sayings, and animal puns. So this is saying some bunny instead of somebody, right? So that's the pun right here. So that's why it works. That's why it makes it funny. So use a bunny here, maybe holding a coffee. These are different ways you can do a coffee. You can see this bunny holding a coffee. That would work perfect, but don't copy this. This is somebody else's. So do something like that. And you can see here some other puns, animal puns. So a dolphin saying flipping cool or turtly awesome, right? So you can see here how you can do some other animal puns. Think of those. Those sell really well. This is your trend number 8. Some bunny needs coffee. So for trend number 9, I found this one. Most people call me by my name. Only the most important call me mom. So only 91 results. That's a long saying, but this would be a good challenge. You can see trying to put it on a t-shirt. It's really tough to make it look good. So that's why I picked this one. Because if you're up for the challenge, I think you can really stand out here. Make sure that people can read it, first of all, and then it's something that people actually want to wear. This is a good Mother's Day present, right? That people might want to buy for their moms. You can see lots of different ways to do this. I have some ideas. here's the idea board for you. First of all, the tags. You're going to want to do some other Mother's Day sayings too as we get closer and closer to Mother's Day. Maybe something like mothers of boys, mother of girls, those kinds of things. And maybe some pet mom shirts. So, a dog mom, cat mom, that kind of thing. So here are some graphics that you can use. You may not want to put a lot of graphics on this one, but you could put some. Here's some different ways to lay out Mother's Day kind of shirt. So you can see here, this one has a lot of text on it, right? And here's some ways to kind of just make it feel more like something a mom would want to wear, right? This is, I think, laid out really well. So don't exactly copy this, but get inspired by some of these things moms may want to wear, and maybe put some patterns inside the word mom, right? Things like that. So lots of different ways to do this. Have fun with this one. It's going to be a tough one to put all those words together, but I think you can do it. Most people call me by my name. Only the most important call me mom. That is trend number 9. So trend number 10, your last trend here, just us bears, only 87 results. So very super low competition. You can see here, some of these don't even have bears in them, but you probably would want to put a bear in there. So take a look at this, just us bears. I think you can break into this one pretty easy. Here's some ideas for the idea board. Here are your product tags right here first. Lots of different types of bears. Use the bear that you're going to put in there. If it's a silhouette of a bear, you could probably get away with a lot of these, maybe not pandas or something like that. But I wanted to put in here, there's so many different types of bears. And outdoor tags, of course, this may be something for the outdoors. There's bear sayings, there's bear puns, there's outdoor designs that you can do. So silhouettes of bears, or maybe different ways to draw bears. You can see just the face here in the black bear and drawings like that. And this is going to be more of an outdoorsy kind of thing. So incorporate maybe trees or mountains, sun, that kind of thing. You can see here some ideas with bears and wildlife as well. So just us bears. I think you could do a cute one as well. Just us bears with some cute bears like this. That might be a neat thing to do too. So have fun with this one. This is your trend number 10, just us bears. So that is it for this week. Here's all 10 of your trends. You can see here, I kind of picked these on purpose where they're kind of matching together. You can see jujitsu coffee, some bunny needs coffee. You can use that coffee again. Their home is where your cat is. My cat is my therapist. You can use those cats. So I was really trying to think of ways that you can reuse some graphics that you're doing. Look for those, as well as looking for really big niches that you can mash together, right? Cat is a huge one. Dogs is a huge one. Coffee, another big one. Mom, Mother's Day. So think of those when you're looking for your own trends, and look for sayings that people may want to put on their water bottle or laptop, right? Kind of sweet, mostly sarcastic. That would be a cool sticker that those kinds of people would want to put on there. Go make today amazing. Motivational, inspirational saying that people would want to see on their water bottle, right? So look for those too when you're looking up trends. And that's it. Take a snapshot of this. This can be your to-do list for this week. Let me know in the comments which one of these would you do this week. If I'm looking at this, well, I think the jujitsu coffee might be fun to make like a coffee label. That would be cool. Just us bears, that cartoony bear idea that I told you about, I think that might be fun. And some bunny needs coffee. That's just a gimme. I already have a bunny and a coffee. I just have to mash those two together. So that might be a easy win for me. So think about that when you're looking at what trends to do for yourself. So that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and your reward for staying all the way to the end is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for staying for this trend credit. Here is your trend. Gramingo, like a normal grandma, only more awesome. So take a look at these BSRs, really low BSRs. Selling really well here on Amazon. Let's check Merch Informer. It's getting an A, so you know it's good. If you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description for Merch Informer where you can look up your competition as well as these. So it's getting close to Mother's Day. And if we scroll down here, you can see other mashups, not only flamingos, but anti-corn here. You can see they're selling as well. So think of those things mashing up moms, grandmas, aunties. So this is going to be for Mother's Day, and that's why these are taking off. Let's take a look again. Gramingo, right? So that is your trend this time. Look for other ways that you can mash up. Maybe make one of your own that's, not out there yet. You may like catch a trend yourself and do something. So do some research, do some brainstorming to kind of mash up maybe animals and moms or things like that. So this is your trend for today. Gramingo, like a normal grandma, only more awesome. Have fun with this one. So that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If this video was really helpful for you, please don't forget to give it a like. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. I got one right in the corner here. And now that you know all these trends for this week, you may want to look at some videos on how to design these. I got a few videos right here you can click on. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.